Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the electric Israeli on FSD. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and help me change the world one electric car at a time. Thank you to those who support my channel, support me on Patreon. And in the past few days, I posted like 4 or 5 videos about my 24 hours experience with the Tesla Cybertruck that I rented on Turo. So let me go right there. I rented for altogether $661. I did use the supercharger just to see how it charged so I can make a video on it. I spent $15 there, $15.40 something. Anyway, so there are a lot of Tesla Cybertrucks on Turo, and the prices can go from few hundreds to few thousands. So it's not something that I will do. I did it just because I wanted to drive it and I wanted to make some videos. And so the guy that I rented from, nice guy, I'll put a link. I highly recommend. Anyway, so I did videos about all the components that I'm going to cover now. I will put you some links for those videos and the folders where these videos are, so you can watch them all. And let's go right into it. 24 hours with the Tesla Cybertruck. To me, it is engineering marvel. That's what it is. I've driven any car you can imagine, from Porsches to anything, and I am telling you, I've never driven a car like this, never in my life. Truck, car, whatever. It's an engineering marvel, and whatever people say, ugly, stainless steel, it is a genius car. Tesla and the team and Elon Musk and Franz, the designer, are just genius. So the outside, the dimensions. Now you cannot understand the size of Tesla unless you in it and unless you are driving it. It's a big, huge car, and I put it next to my Model Y and I'll do a comparison video just to show how big it is. So the ergonomics, the outside design, the trunk. The front is a little small, I have to admit. It's okay. I have Teslas. I barely use the frunks, and the only thing I use them is for like tire stuff, you know, my jack and my wrench and all that stuff. So that's that. But the trunk is huge, 6 feet plus 2 feet when you open the tailgate door. The inside the seats are amazing. The screen is humongous, 18.5 inches. The back screen 9.3 inches, I believe, of the back screen for the passengers. 3 comfortable seats in the back, 3 very comfortable seats in the back. The glass on top, headroom, legroom, anything you can imagine. It is probably the perfect car ever built. I must say it. I have a little design behind me, as you can see in this video. Now, I learned a lot about, heard a lot and saw some videos about the charging. The charging was fine. I took it with the 38% to the supercharger, 31 minutes of charging. And I drove like about 88 miles. It was, according to my calculation, I charged it from 38% to 80% in exactly 30 minutes. I looked at the kilowatts. I spent 356 watt hour per mile. It gave me 2.8 miles per kilowatt. So you say it's not a lot, which it is. This is a beast. It's a big car. And according to what I think it is, 123 kilowatt hour battery of 4680 batteries, came to about 340 miles. Now I did see range tests with them, and 340 miles is not out of the blue at all. So now I have to say, I drove at towns, I did some highway, it stayed overnight and on my driveway. The Sentry mode was on. So there are other components, but I think 300 miles on regular driving is very feasible. Now, I didn't test towing, I didn't test any of heavy hauling or a lot of passengers, but this is a great truck for contractors who work around town and haul things and tow things. This is to me, it's a great day-to-day car, and it is a great road trip family car for the stuff they can put back. I'm going to point out some negatives. But I have to say, it is a wonderful car, and it has 3 levels of height, okay, with the amazing air suspension, okay, the low, the medium, and the high. And there's also an entry entry level, it goes down millimeters, so you can easily get in. So it's very, very, very comfortable to drive. Now I can tell you, and I said it in almost every of my video, it's like driving a bicycle. It is a huge behemoth car, but the crab walk, like the four-wheel steering and the steer-by-wire, you don't even turn the wheel one revolution. Almost all the way, but not. It is like driving a bicycle. It is so easy to maneuver. When I backed up in the supercharger, I thought I was going to have to make maneuvers. It was nothing. It was easier than any other car, easier than a Tesla car. It is so comfortable, and the ride quality is so comfortable, and the air suspension are so amazing. I blown away. I mean, you hear about it, but unless you see it, unless you in it, you don't appreciate how awesome it is. Now, again, the visibility, even though those A-pillows are really big, this front screen is amazing big. You can see the inside mirror. I mean, the guy took it out. You don't use it. The side mirrors and the little camera inside, it's plenty enough. The ergonomics are, that's just perfect dimension. These guys did such a great job. I mean, I've ridden in trucks. My brother used to have one. This is like a city car that it's like a size of a truck. I mean, unbelievable. It's really, really great. Now, like I said, the steer-by-wire, the steering wheel, the crab walk, like this moving to side is just unbelievable. Now, here's some negatives. The wiper blades, it already has a recall. I did drive it in a storm, a big, huge storm, okay? And it worked very well. It's a little squeaky. It worked very well. The motor is supposed to be replaced by a new motor because it can get heated and not work because of too much current going into it. I did so many videos about what possible wiper blade this will be. I can see why they did it, but it is so, it's like 4 feet. It is so big that it is subject to break. I would not be surprised if there will be a new design of this wiper blade in the future. I will not be surprised because it really is, subject to break. I can tell you that. It is disappointing that there's no middle seat. In the original Tesla, when the Tesla Cybertruck was revealed, there was a middle seat. Now, it is a smaller car, at least 5% smaller, so there's no way in this dimension that it will be middle seat, but it is disappointing. Having a middle seat in a pickup truck in the front is not unusual. My brother had it in like a French Peugeot truck, say a pickup truck, and we had 3 seats in the front. There was no back seats, but there were 3 seats in the front. You know, it's squeezed, but there were 3 seats. Because of the angular shape, it's very, very hard to load stuff in the back unless you're going on top of it and somebody hand you stuff. So I hold a drum set. So whatever you put in front, it's fine. Once you need to put something in the back, unless you are 2 people, it's really hard. And I'm 6'2", so you have to really dump it in the back. So it's not that easy. It's not like the worst thing, but it's not that easy. And this is something that Tesla cannot do anything about, which is really a shame, is there's no pass through from the back seat to the trunk. That would have been amazing. Now, I know that there's the tonneau cover, which works really well. I drove in a big storm and there was no water going in. Not zero, dry like a bone dry. So when that's closed, it would have been nice if that back window, there was some kind of a combination to have access to the trunk, so you can flat the seats and put, let's say, I'll give you an example, put an 8 feet sheetrock in the car, and the tailgate door is closed. You can do that, but the tailgate door has to be open. So, I mean, you can tie it up, but that's that. Okay, that's not going to help. So, it would have been great. I mean, I'm not saying that's not going to happen in the future. Everything I'm pointing out can change in the future. So, it is for people who that's what they do and they need 8 feet for stuff like this. It is could be an amazing addition to the Cybertruck. Now, I do see a smaller size Tesla Cybertruck for Europe and Middle East and Far East. coming in the future. The price is it's too expensive right now, 100,000, 120,000. So those prices are going to come down. And one thing I tell you before I leave: do not order the Cybertruck single motor. It will give you no range, and I don't think it will ever be made. That's my opinion. Okay, because Tesla just doesn't do that. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.